Hey guys, before we begin this episode, we have two evolutions for you. First, we have the female variation of Nidorina, which evolves at level 16. And she evolves into Nidorina. And second, we also have the male variation of Nidorina, which evolves at level 16 as well. And he is going to evolve into Nidorino. Those are the only two evolutions I have for you. Didn't catch any other Pokemon. I didn't really learn any moves, so let's get on to the actual video. Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Blue. Last time we made it to Cerulean City. We beat our rival Eric for the third time. And we started going up north on Nugget Bridge before the video ended and we had to stop. Today we're going to finish up the rest of Nugget Bridge. We're going to continue along that route. And we have an errand we have to run on that route, so that's why we're doing this first. And afterwards, we're going to start getting ready for the next gym in Cerulean City, the Water Gym. Okay, so here we go. This is the last trainer on the Nugget Bridge. There is another trainer, but he's not part of the actual group of 5. And he has a Mankey we have to fight. Spearow is going to be good for this because Mankey is a fighting type. And Flying is strong against fighting types. You want to be careful though, because Mankey does actually have the ability to get many critical hits in, and that's not a good thing. But Spearow grew up to level 15, he's going to learn Fury Attack. Fury Attack's not that great of a move, it's a normal type move that can deal up to 5 hits in one attack. But it has a very, very, very low attacking power, so it's not going to be that helpful. At least in my opinion. But either way, we do have it, which is a good thing, so hooray! And now we're going to move on to this guy. This guy is kind of the organizer of the Nugget Bridge. For passing Nugget Bridge, he's going to give us a Nugget, which is an item we can use to sell to an item shop. And we'll get a lot of gold back from selling it, so you definitely want to sell those whenever you find one. And he's also going to force us to try to join Team Rockets. But because we are goody two-shoes over here, we're not going to bother with joining. Instead, we're actually going to fight him. Okay, first Pokemon is Ekans. One thing I should mention is the Sandshrew that we got in the last video. Sandshrew is actually a version-exclusive Pokemon between Red and Blue. In the blue version you get Sandshrew, but in the red version you get Ekans. And you can't find the other in the other version, so you can't find Ekans in the blue version at all. Except when you're fighting it like this. You can't capture it in the wild in the blue version. And the same goes with Sandshrew in the red version. You can't find or you can't find it in the wild in red. Okay, this Ekans is being very, very annoying with Rap Hacks. Stop it! Come on, you almost killed him just with that attack. Jeez, that's really, really annoying. I hate Rap Hacks so much. But Eshmail grew up to level 16, and he's actually going to learn Quick Attack. Quick Attack may not be the strongest move, but hey, I'm glad it's something else aside from Thunder Shock, because Thunder Shock, you know, has very limited uses. You can't really use it against ground-type Pokemon. Not that Quick Attack would be very effective against ground-type Pokemon either. Okay, it bites. Oh, dang it, I was afraid of that. Oh well, let's just finish it up with Spearow then. I can actually show off Fury Attack right here. Hooray! We defeated Zubats. But now we have to go back and heal Pikachu. Before we do, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to capture some new Pokemon that you can actually find on this route. There are 2 new Pokemon we can find. Oh, there's also a TM over here. I believe this is Thunder Wave, if I remember correctly. But yes, over here we have some grass, and we can find 2 new Pokemon here, one of which might actually be a permanent member for my team. I'll explain that when I find it, but yeah, probably some video cuttage right here. Okay, here's the first Pokemon we can find. This is Bellsprout. Bellsprout is also a version-exclusive Pokemon. You can only find him in the wild in the blue version, and you can't find him at all in the red version in the wild. And the opposite Pokemon that you find in the red version instead of Bellsprout is the Oddish. We've seen Oddish before too. We saw him in the caves of Mount Moon. But anyway, we're going to try to capture this Bellsprout. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Madam Puff because I think Madam Puff should be able to do this just fine. And yeah, if you couldn't tell, I actually got Spearow up to level 16 while I was off camera. This is actually a very good place to train Spearow because there's a lot of bug Pokemon and also a lot of grass Pokemon too, and those are like Spearow's best prey. But yeah, we got a Bellsprout. I do not have a name planned for this Bellsprout yet. But I'll try to think of one. And yeah, we're going to go try to find the other Pokemon now. Okay, here's the other Pokemon we can get on this route. It's Abra. Now, Abra can actually be very annoying to catch because the only move it knows is Teleport, which allows it to run from battle. And obviously, if we try to weaken it, it's going to use that move, and we're not going to be able to capture it. Now, there are a few things you can do to prevent it from using that move. And you can put it to sleep, you can try to paralyze it. Sleep, I think, is more effective because that way you don't have like only a 50% chance of it not happening. But paralysis works really good too, just because I think paralysis also slows down the speed of the Pokemon. So that way, if he doesn't use it, you'll also have an easier time to catch it as well. And honestly, one of the things I do is I just go ahead and throw Pokeballs at it. I really don't even worry about using a move like that because the chances, even though they're not spectacular, there's still like a decent chance of catching it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to paralyze it, and if it doesn't work, I'll probably try to catch it off camera, and then I'll, of course show you guys when I do actually catch it, but I don't want to spend too much time on trying to locate another one of these things because they're also very hard to find as well. So let's see if this works. Dang it! Okay, well, it didn't work, unfortunately. Oh well, we'll come back and get it later, but yeah, I just wanted to show that off very quickly. And the worst part is we'll actually have to catch 2 of those things because there's actually another in-game trade that we'll have later that actually involves an Abra, so we'll have to catch 2 Abras if we want to do all of that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on. I still have Bellsprout in my party because I think I mentioned this before, but Bellsprout could actually be a permanent member of my team. I haven't completely decided this yet. I'm actually on the fence between Bellsprout and another member, but Bellsprout is probably going to be a likely choice just because I'll have it for a good part of the game, and it's honestly not that bad either. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. For now, I'm just going to give him experience because Bellsprout is going to really help in this next gym because, like I said before, the next gym is going to be a water gym, and grass moves are effective against water types, so it'll be good to have, a type advantage going into that fight. But for now, though, we're just going to use Bellsprout. Bellsprout is very effective against hikers because Vine Whip will usually take out a rock ground type in one hit, especially at this stage in the game. Now, one thing I am going to mention because we are on this route is that there are actually 2 trainers I'm not going to be battling on this route. The first trainer is all the way over here, in this other grassy patch over here. I'm not going to be battling this guy, and then there's another trainer that I'm not going to be battling on this route either. And I'm going to explain why in just a second, but first let me show where he is. It's that boy trainer on top, like above the little forest on my right. That is the trainer I'm not going to be fighting either, because I know I briefly discussed this earlier, but even though this is a 150 run, a lot of people have been asking me, or basically trying to encourage me to make it a 151 run instead, because they do count Mew as one of the original 151 Pokemon. The reason why I said I would not be going for Mew is because the only way you can get Mew legitimately is through a glitch. Normally to get Mew, back in the day, whenever you wanted to get Mew, you had to enter a contest, which I think was held by either Nintendo or Nintendo Power, I don't know which exactly. But in that contest, you could actually win a Mew. But, you know, obviously they're not going to have contests like that anymore. So, basically, in order to get Mew, you have to use a glitch in this game to actually catch it. And this glitch requires you to basically manipulate the game's coding. I'm not really going to explain how or why that works or anything like that, but basically there is a little trick you can use on this route that will actually allow you to get Mew to appear in the wild. So I have considered using this trick. I didn't want to because Pokemon Red and Blue are very notorious games for their glitches. Their glitches are actually known to actually harm your cartridge, and I do not want that to happen. But from my understanding, this glitch, the Mew glitch, doesn't actually harm your cartridge. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if there is anybody out there who knows for a fact that it doesn't. But I am still kind of hesitant. But I am going to go ahead and leave those trainers open just in case I decide I do want to catch Mew. So that is going to be my plan of attack on that. I'll leave my options open, but for the most part, I'm still not completely sure. But I'll definitely show it on screen when I do decide, finally. If I do decide to get Mew, I'll show the glitch on camera, so just thought I'd go ahead and mention that, because a lot of you guys have been very curious to know if I was going to use that glitch or not. There's also a lot of other Mew glitches, but from my understanding, a lot of them are just like rumors. Like there's the whole SSM truck thing, and a lot of people think that you can also use the Masingo trick, which is another trick I'll talk about, but I'm not going to actually use because that glitch will definitely screw up your game. So that's basically all I have to say about that. So yeah, this trainer right here, do not fight him. So we're going to go ahead and just move on instead. God, I wish my Pokemon were almost dead. That's going to be kind of a bummer. I guess I'll go ahead and leave Madam Puff in front. Actually, no, let me switch to Eshmail. I forgot that I actually need to work on giving him experience here. I believe this girl trainer actually has Nidorans, if I remember correctly. Like I said before, I actually had kind of a failed recording of this. Or I might have not mentioned that, but I did actually have a failed recording. And it was kind of rough moving across this route, and I didn't feel like I was gaining the experience I wanted for my Pokemon, so it's like, okay, I'm just going to redo this. Also, I had a really hard time trying to find Abra, too, so I was like, okay, this isn't working, so I just figured I'd scrap the recording and just, you know, try again later. Okay, so here's the second Nidoran. This is before the Nidorans gain their ground dual type. Which is good, because that way I can destroy them with my Pikachu. I would like to be able to finish up this route in this video, but we still have a few trainers to go, so that might not happen. I'll do my best, though, to make it work. Okay, so let's... We have a hiker, so yeah, let's put Bellsprout back in front. Okay, so yeah, this hiker actually gave us some information about what we're supposedly doing. We're going to visit this Pokemon collector named Bill that's at the Cape of this route. He's actually going to give us a very important item that we'll need to actually continue on with the game. Okay, Bellsprout grew to level 16. Bellsprout might actually learn a sleeping move next, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it's either next or later. But either way, this trainer has a lot of Geodudes. Oh, and a Machop. Okay, I'm probably going to lose Spearow to this, but I'm going to go ahead and try it just in case I get like a critical hit or something. It is always possible. Well, not possible in this case. Okay, there goes Spearow. I guess I'll go ahead and use Eshmail. Eshmail's pretty fast, so we should be able to handle this no problem. Also, Machop is very weak special, so he didn't really stand much of a chance. And we have another Geodude. Let's get Bellsprout back out here. I might actually end up using Bellsprout for the gym, because I think Bellsprout's probably going to be more powerful when we get there. We'll have 2 water destructions, though, so that's good. And Bellsprout's at level 17. Maybe it won't learn the sleeping move just yet. Maybe I was wrong. Oh well. Okay, so we have another trainer right here. I'm a cool guy. I've got a girlfriend. Well, aren't you just awesome? You big shot. Look at you having a girlfriend. You have a Rattata, though. That's something you definitely have. Let me give you a piece of advice, kid. Young romances hardly ever work. I say hardly because I know like several people from my high school that, you know, did actually date when they were in high school, and they are still together, and some of them are married, some of them have children, so they are still together, but I can't really say if they actually ended up with the right people, though. It's kind of too hard to say at this day and age. I am happy for them, though, because some of them are my friends, so it is nice to know that they found someone. Okay, Ekans. Eat rocks! I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't use Wrap right there. That's a first. Okay, so we should be about done with this route. I don't know. But there is an item back here. Make sure you grab it. It's a TM19. I don't remember what TM that is, so let's go ahead and investigate. It's probably nothing too important. Oh, Seismic Toss. That's not bad. It seems like it's a fighting move, but I think it's treated like a normal move in this game. I don't remember. And we'll figure it out eventually. Okay, we have 2 more trainers left. This might be a bug catcher. Not that it matters, because I don't have a flying Pokemon, so... Actually, let's put Wartortle in front. I knew I had to fight you. You did? Was it instinct? Was your spidey sense tingling? Okay, youngster wants to fight. Ekans. Another Ekans? What's with all the Ekans on this route? There's seriously like 3 trainers that had one. Okay, it missed. That's good. Ah, dang it. No, not poison. Anything but poison. And now we have a sand shrew. Okay. Wow, this guy actually has both exclusive Pokemon. Guess he took a trip over to the red version and got Ekans or something. Okay, so there we go there. Let's see. I'm trying not to use Geodude too much because Geodude is not going to be helpful in the next area. Or in the gym, anyway. Okay, so this Lass has some Pokemon. Oddish! Oh, dang it. I didn't prepare for this very well. So I guess we'll switch to... I guess I'll go to Bellsprout. Could have also went to Madam Puff, but... This way I can actually show off Rap Hacks a little bit. We've seen the enemy use it over and over again, but now we actually can use it. Yeah, this fight's easy. Not only do we have the level advantage, but Vine Whip is also a better move than Absorb. So yeah, this is our fight. Okay, cool. Wartortle went up to level 17. Even though Wartortle's not going to be that much help in the next gym, it's always nice to have some other Pokemon with you, just in case. That way you can, you know, still handle them. If, like, you have some backup Pokemon, just in case your main Pokemon take a fall. Ah, dang it. I was kind of hoping I could finish it off before that happened, but... Oh well. I actually could have used Bellsprout because Pidgey doesn't have any flying moves. Okay, we have another Oddish, so let's go back to Bellsprout again. All glory to the wonderful Rap Hacks. You could seriously just, like, keep Rap as a move, though, and, like, especially if you have a very fast Pokemon, that could be, like, really, really annoying. I'll try not to do that, though. Okay, well, there we go. We made it to the Cape. And in here, we'll actually meet a Pokemon. Hiya! I'm a Pokemon! No, I'm not. Okay, so this is Bill, and he seems to be having a problem here. So apparently he's been working on a machine that can create furries. And we need to turn him back to normal. Not that there's anything wrong with furries or anything. And there we go. Now let's talk to him. Yeehaw! Thanks, bud. I owe you one. So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Oh, here. Maybe this'll do. And we received an SS ticket, which can actually get us on the SSN. And we'll have to do that when we get to Vermilion City. And I guess with that, this is actually going to be the end of this video. Can I see what's on the... Okay, no, I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, I think I'm actually going to end the video there. So this has been Pokemon Trainer Rob. I think I said SlimKirby at the beginning of the video. Sorry about that. And I'll see you guys next time on more Let's Play Pokemon Blue, and we actually attempt the Cerulean City Gym. Later, folks.